Hello, everyone. Welcome to January 9 call. We will go over our updates and then we will discuss about what's happening in DevNet, long running DevNet 1, what our client issues are and what we need to solve about them. And then we will also discuss about upcoming DevNet 2 and whatever is beyond that. So let's start with the updates from Chaitanya.
Yeah, hello everyone. So this week I first resolved the snappy bug that Kata encountered. It has been patched across the two snappy libraries and Zeam as well. So we shouldn't be seeing that error, and the snappy is much more whole now, so it covers more specs. So, but we shouldn't be reaching those ranges, but it's more comprehensive. Apart from it, Uh, I completed the Grafana fourth choice PR, added more things to it, more things as in stability of the API server itself, and some memory changes to make it more robust, and some fixes. It has been merged with the main as well, so it is ready to be merged. And I have broken down the SSG, the Poseidon work that was tightly coupled in the SSC library itself to hashzig, and also created right now two draft PRs in Zeam, both for the uncoupled standard SHA hasher as well as the Poseidon hasher as well. So those are up as well. So uh, again, so the SSG now is much more leaner and hasher agnostic. So we just pass a hasher from the caller as we discussed in the last call. And the Poseidon APIs, for now, they have been added to hashzig because Partha told me that Zig Poseidon is not the latest source of truth for Poseidon implementation. It is hashzig for now. Once the migration from hashzig is done to Zig Poseidon, we can move that part of the library to Zig Poseidon as well. Another thing I was please if there is any feedback on this is we if was that I could just make a very short SSG Poseidon library itself, but it would just add some like overhead to maintain, but it would just uh, have the dependency of whether that is Zig Poseidon or hashzig as we go on, and just expose the APIs. So I have that ready locally too. If that is something we need, I can just push that out as well.
So going back to the Snappy bug, that was in Snappy Frames, right?
Yes, that was in Snappy Frames because our Snappy Frames was pointing to a previous version of Zig Snappy. So, but anyhow, I have patched Zig Snappy as well because the truncate call, once I read more into the Snappy specs and everything, it would silently fail instead of panicking. So that is not something that we want either. So I've just patched it altogether.
But I don't see a PR that updates our build.zig.zone.
That has been merged.
Which PR was that?
It was let me just open the history. Just a second. It was PR number. I think Anshul merged it. If you remember, Anshul, what was the number for that? Yes, it was 467, the latest that was merged. Update Snappy Dips.
Oh, okay. All right.
These were my updates.
Got it. And okay, let's look at ssd.zig. Okay, so in the new format, you are passing the hasher to the hash tree root and the hash tree root
Immortalize.
function itself.
Yes, and other functions as well. So yep, I've raised the draft demo PR for how it would be used in Zeam for Poseidon, as well as updated it for the standard SHA one as well. That PR is also up. So once this one is merged, the Zeam PR is already in draft, so there are no delays.
Okay, so it's comp time, so I think it's good.
Yes, the hasher is confirmed.
All right, so I don't think Guillaume is here. I think he has a meeting at this time. So, but can you sort of remind him to review this PR?
Sure, I'll drop them a message.
And looking at, so there is a corresponding PR I think you did to update the SSD hashing.
Yes, in Zeam, that one is draft. Zeam has two drafts. One is the Poseidon demo, and one is just the SHA integration, how it works basically right now, but just the updated signature.
But the CI for that is failing, right?
For the Poseidon one,
For both of the PRs, it's failing.
oh yes, yes, because the build is not updated. That is why these are in draft. So they are not pointing to the latest because the signature has been updated.
So you can just right now, for the time being, point to the commit
Okay,
of it, and I mean, so that we can actually try this out.
sure, sure. Let me just update it right now.
And what else were you working on apart from this?
Uh, just this breakdown and the fourth choice Grafana. Just it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what about
that
that? What's the progress on that?
that is ready to be merged. Added some few stability and fixes to the API server that hosts our metrics. The fourth choice thing was done already, so that is, and also did some cleanup for a few functions that we are not using anymore.
Got it. So I will review your Fortress Graph of Grafana visualization PR and push game to review your SSD PR, and then in the meantime, also let's try to see how the Poseidon hasher works.
Right. Yep. I locally ran just the beam, the simulation net local simulation for it. I ran it for a short while. I did go till justifications and finalizations till 200 something slots. But yeah, it was a short run.
Oh, so you ran the beam sim.
Yep.
Got it. Cool. Thanks, Chaitanya. And let's move to Anshul.
Yeah, so during the week, initially, I started looking into the resyncing bugs that Katya reported. I have raised a PR to fix that. I still have to update the state to take like the initial last finalized block so that it restarts the sync from that particular block. But right now, in the PR that I had raised a couple of days back, it is basically resyncing it from Genesis, but it doesn't propose or attest to any blocks until like the recent finalized block. Apart from that, just now I reviewed KSPR, which is the spec PR implementation that I had made before merging before like the actual aggregation stuff. So it mostly looks good. I've added two, three, like 3 or 4 comments, and those are like very minor comments. We can skip them for the time being, and I can change them in my PR as well, which I'll be raising to implement like the uh, mirror of aggregation aspect PR that I need to do for the definite too.
For the block syncing PR, is the block syncing not working, or is the restart process that's where we are getting issues at? So
So we are not getting any issues as such. Block syncing is working fine. If
how did you test block syncing?
I started a 5 node Zeam setup, so 5 Zeam nodes, and then like I stopped one of the nodes after a few minutes and restarted it, so it got back to sync.
So if you restarted it, where it's synced all the way, because if for example, if you started it for some minutes, then did it finalize, or you restarted before it finalized?
It finalized.
So if you restarted it, then the restarted node, how it started from finalized.
No, so yeah, that's the issue. It syncs from Genesis itself, because how we initiate the state, we don't look into the database. We directly look into the Genesis.json file, and we initialize the state using that Genesis file. That's why it starts from zero. But
So
it is like able to
got it.
sync and get
So
back into the network.
when right, so when basically you were syncing it, so it listened to a gossip and then it started syncing the parents.
Yes.
And because we stopped syncing before finalized, but it wouldn't know what the finalized is because it is sitting at Genesis, right?
No, no, no. So it does know what's the Genesis part. It just don't check it from the database. So I stopped it after the finalization as well, and it basically in its database it knows like what's the finalized block. But when we start a node, how the state struct is initialized, it doesn't look into the database. So I have to like update that. I got stuck with something, so I couldn't do that, and I just raised the PR because like it's in a working state right now. I'll positively update the PR today, or we can like merge the current PR and then I can create a follow up PR.
No, even without your PR, in the current work that is already in the main,
Mhm.
block syncing is working or not.
I think there are some issues. Katya had tested it, so it's working, but it starts to produce the block. Uh, uh,
So block production is fine, right? Even if it's so, so it should not produce the block before the current finalized.
yes.
So that is something that we need to stop. That, unless we have the latest finalized of all the peers that we have seen, we
Yes.
shouldn't start the block production. That is what we want, because that is the only real measure of the sync. Others saying that okay, within 32 slots of or whatever n number of slots of the current slot, that is not really the correct measure, because uh, when the network is degraded and the blocks are not being produced and they are rarely being produced, you won't get these conditions, and which is what we have seen in Holesky and all these kind of networks, where we try to rescue after the network has gone down. So the real thing to do only do about these kind of things is that you make sure that of all the peers that you have finalized in your fork choice, and obviously you also know that it's finalized, so you have synced up to finalized, and then you start the block production. You will not stop the block production, because you will eventually let fork choice to decide what is the head of it, because if nobody starts block production, then the chain will never rescue, right? For example, there is a stuck chain. So
Yeah.
if nobody is able to get to the head, and let's say the last head was like 2 days old, and so nobody will be able to start the block production, right? So
Yeah.
we want to start the block production by making sure that we don't produce the block before the finalized that any of our peers have. That is a finalized that we can sync, or whatever is the finalized that the node is started with, right? So node is started with an anchor block, and you can basically make sure that uh, point the node to the finalize that to start off with. So we shouldn't worry about production and let fork choice finally decide it. Just when we are restarting, we just need to make sure that whatever finalized at least we had in the DB was the state that we use as an anchor to start the fork choice with.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So, yeah, I am yet to add that particular logic, but the PI that I have raised already has that logic that it basically queries all the current peers that it has and asks for the latest finalized block, and it tries to sync up to the highest finalized block that all of its peers have. And once it reaches that point, then it just starts the production and attestation process. Before that, it skips both production and attestation. So
And
I
that
think,
is in your new PR.
yeah, that is in my new PR. And I think
Right.
like that logic is correct. I just need to add the check where it checks its own DB as well. That thing
Right.
is
Right. So we need that as well, because if we are ahead, then we shouldn't be rolling back, right?
Hmm, hmm. Yeah, I'll add that today itself.
So what you should do is basically you should start the fork choice with the last finalize that is saved in the DB,
Hmm.
and then it does your peer thing, right?
Yep.
So it should automatically resolve.
Yeah. Also, another thing that I have added is that if there are no peers that a node has, so it will stop block production. So this might
I don't
cause a
know. We should do that or not, because maybe I guess
okay, we can discuss this on the PR itself. I'll highlight that point.
maybe we can do this via flag, right? So you can have a force block production flag that forces it, and the default logic is that it needs peers before it switches on the block production.
Hmm. Okay, sure, I'll add that flag.
Because then it becomes a handy tool for rescue and debugging.
Hmm. Yeah, for the single node setup.
Right.
Okay, I'll do that
Cool. And when will I see this PR?
tonight.
All right. Thanks, Anshul. Kai, we can't hear you, Kai, if you're speaking. All right, we'll come back to you, Kai. No, we can't hear you. If you can sort of check your mic. So we'll come to you, Kai, in a bit. In the meantime, let's move to
Okay.
Katya.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Uh, last week, I was working on two issues, uh, both related to the new spike. One is for the new spike implementation, and one is for align the latest spike test. Yeah, I just saw some review comments from Asher. Yeah, I already I'm already fixed some. Yeah, I up once I reviewed all my code, will post the updates. I think it should be today. Um, for the spike test issue, uh, previously there is an issue in lean spike. Right now, Toma have has fixed that. So after rebase the new spike, the signature test already works. So yeah, so once the new spike implementation PR merged, I will rebase data again and try to make the spike test PR ready for review. Yeah.
Got it. And so basically, one aggregation PR that you have done was the precursor of using the real aggregation. So who is now gonna do a follow-up aggregation PR, which basically uses Lean VM?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, and Kai, after this, what are you working on? Fixing the spec test.
Yeah.
Got it. Anything else, Kai?
No, if there are new issues, I can pick it.
I think there are some issues that are already documented that are the issues that we have. So have you looked on those any of those issues that are out there?
Uh, yeah, I think I see all the issues have assigned. So
So who is doing that justifications caching PR? Who's doing that? Chaitanya, what's the status on that PR?
Hello? Yeah. So I had introduced caching in the PR itself. I added quite some metrics. But from my runs, what I found out was that the cached runs were somehow slower. Maybe it's something that I need to fix on my end. Uh, but I haven't visited that in this week. I'll once these all this work is done. So once all this is merged, so I can move back to it.
So basically, you are saying duplicating the justifications map that is slower than constructing it.
Yes, it was. So what was happening was, if I can remember the numbers correctly, I think it went from the cache hits were, first of all, they're somehow lower than what I expected them to be. I ran till I believe the longest run I did was post caching only. It was around 1500 slots or something. Uh, and From the initial run, this just the reference run I did was much lower than that. It was probably 500 slot was the reference number I had. So it could be the mismatch between just how long the second one ran. But the 1500 something slot gave a higher, took more time essentially. But what I can do is just after the call, I can go back to it and revisit it. I think probably there is something I can do on the caching itself that is wrong. But I need to visit that PR. I don't remember exactly what were the numbers, but I can just do it right after the call. Get back to it today.
Got it. And this fixed justifications, unpacking, repacking logic to handle finalized slot boundaries in state transition is assigned to Anchal, but Anchal, since you will be working on that, maybe Kai it can be given to Kai. Kai, basically, we said that we would update the spec so that the justifications that we pack in the state, basically, they are based upon the finalized slot. So they start from the finalized slot onwards. So do you understand this particular issue? I think it's issue 450. But if you don't understand it, let me know. I can explain it.
450. Uh,
So
Okay,
we should, over the weekend, we need to do a spec change so that the justifications that are packed into the state, they are, right now we start from Genesis, right? We start from packing through Genesis, but we need to start packing it. And hence, when somebody is unpacking it, they need to start from finalized plus one slot.
okay.
So you need to prune out everything from finalized backwards, right? Less than equal to finalized. And because those are the justifications that we don't need to track in our map. So basically we pack the justifications into, I think, two elements, right? In the state. What are those two elements? Let me check. You should be aware of this guy because you have worked on justification map packing, I think.
Okay. Okay. So you can assign it to me. And I also,
So we have justification roots and justification validators, right?
yes.
So these are the two things we pack, but right now we basically, we don't prune it. Everything is going since the genesis, right? So we need to, so whenever there is a finalization that happens, basically you don't need to worry about whether the finalization is happening or not. So whenever we set justifications, right, we should use, we should basically, only pack starting from justification plus one slot. Do you understand this?
You mean justification plus one?
Finalization plus one. So
Finalizer.
yeah, sorry, not justification plus one, finalization plus one. So
Okay.
basically what we are saying is we are not storing the data before less than equal to finalized in justification roots and justification validators. And similarly, when we are creating justification maps, so which is gen or get justification. Similarly, when we are doing get justification, we basically the roots are not starting from Genesis onwards or from the first slot onwards. They are starting from the finalized plus one onwards.
Okay.
So do you understand the issue?
Probably understand. Yeah.
Okay, so basically there is a spec PR that needs to be done for this, and as well as Zeam PR. And so when would you be able to do the spec PR? Or you can do Zeam PR first, doesn't matter. Basically, I need to see.
Okay. Okay. Both. Either way, either is okay. So which one do you prefer?
We can't merge in the Zeam PR before the spec PR, so I guess spec PR is fine.
Okay.
All right, so when can you give me this spec PR?
Maybe a weekend. Uh, so yeah.
Sounds good. Cool. And then once the spec PR is done, you can follow up with the Zeam PR.
Okay.
Cool. All right, let's move to Katya.
Hello, everyone. I was working a lot with clients on fixing the different bugs I discovered, and um, this week I also worked on Lean Start on some PRs, like minor PRs, like flags, and also opened a PR for clean data. And it took me some time to dive into Lean Quick Start and how Ansible part works and all the playbooks, how they are connected, etc. So I opened this PR currently under review by Parsa, I guess so. The DevNet one currently is waiting for new clients images. The latest update was yesterday late night from Lighthouse that it's ready. So currently we have 4 clients and we can start. So we can start the DevNet one again. And so if Zeam is not ready yet, we can restart it later. I think anyways, we will have some bugs from clients because it's the new feature syncing should be there.
So Zeam should anyway work without, if you don't try restart on Zeam, right? So Zeam will anyway work, right?
Yes. So
At least till it crashes. So what is the time that we are crashing right now?
So from the last time I ran Zeam, like with all the clients, and it so I reported to Anshul that we didn't have the syncing. So after that, I'm still waiting for a new image.
So there was one issue that you brought up where we were crashing on status PRs or block by root request. What was that?
I don't remember exactly. I need to check. It was like last week, right?
It was related to Snappy
Okay.
library.
So
And I
Snappy issues fixed. That means that we need to cut a new release, right?
Yeah, we need. When before the Snappy issue presented itself, we had an issue of heap memory corruption, but I haven't seen that error since then. So I don't know if any of the subsequent PRs has fixed that issue.
It could be because of Snappy as well.
Okay.
We can,
So-
for example, we can create a new image currently, for example, without syncing. So we can just start Zeam with other clients and check other like previous bugs like memory, etc. So yeah, whenever it's ready, just let me know and I will be ready to start the fight.
I think Nupur is not available for a day or two. Can you cut a release? Do you know how to cut a release?
Release no. I can add image. I know how to do images, but release no, I didn't do it. But maybe someone just can help me.
So we basically create a PR to our release branch, and basically then when it gets approved, the workflow runs and pushes the Docker image. So Partha, you are aware of this, right?
Yeah, I did it. I think I saw Nupo did it. I can take this if required.
No, I want you to tell Katya how to do it so that
Okay,
Katya also knows how to do it.
sure. I'll discuss with her.
Do I have access for this? Because maybe it's like it needs.
I mean, it's just raising a PR, Katya. Once
okay.
Jitendra merges it, it gets automatically released.
Okay, then let's collab after the call and do it.
Yeah, I think, but what you would need to do is you will need to first merge in the release into main, and then you'll be able to then do a PR from main to release because of how Git works, right? So whenever we do a PR from main to release, then we need to remerge it back, the release to main, to make sure that we can again do a PR from main to release, because of how Git works and how it
Hmm.
figures out whether what is ahead or not.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
We'll do it
you
with
know
the
about this,
parsing
Partha,
start.
because if you don't know, can you ping Nupur and ask her about this?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
Sure. I don't know how heavily sick is she, but I can reach out to her.
I don't think she's
I
sick. She's just away. Okay, Mercy, then you do it.
yeah, I can do it.
All right.
So I didn't get
Mm.
it. So will Mercy do this release stuff, or should I reach to Partha and do this?
If you
Mercy,
can do it, if you're finding it difficult, I can just really make the PR and then tag you guys to it. If it's, I don't know, I'm just offering if it's not possible for you to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, I can do it. I can do it. I need
Okay.
to try and start and to learn how to do this. So further, okay, we will do the next the new image for Zeam, and I'm going to restart DevNet 5 with all the clients. Just want to be sure there are new updates for DevNet 1, not for DevNet 2. But yeah, I will ask them. So everyone
yeah,
is
so
ready.
since we haven't merged any DevNet to PR, so our should be DevNet 1 compatible.
Yes. So and Clean also updated the image yesterday. Sync should work. So we'll see. And I was also working on the some document which wraps up all the findings and issues on DevNet 1. It's done currently, and I'm just I need to add some screenshots, and maybe in an hour I will share the draft, so you can take a look, and then maybe I will publish. It takes some time, but I find it important just to wrap up some findings to have them
Yeah,
in
so
one
I
place.
think, yeah, so that's a good idea, and I think you can use the GitHub of Lane Quickstart itself to publish these things, and because in the MD files, so you can create a folder where you can you can create a folder of synopsis called synopsis or whatever you want to call it, and then you can publish this and as well as share it over Twitter, etc., wherever you want to.
Should it be in the PM repo, because they have this DevNet 1, DevNet 2?
Yeah, if they have it over there, then that is fine as well. I mean,
Mhm. Okay. At least I will share HackMD just to check, and then I can move it to
so the problem with HackMDs is that they generally get lost, and
yes,
whenever you want
agree.
to find them, it's not easy to find.
Yes,
So
agree.
so whenever your HackMD is complete and if somebody has reviewed it, then you can basically publish it on whatever PM repo or the Lean Quick Start repo. I think Lean Quick Start repo can also be the coordinating point for these things.
Okay. For example, I can publish in LeanStart and add the link in the PM repos, like they were connected.
Yeah, that I think be a good thing.
Okay. So my next goal is to start the DevNet again, hopefully today, and just to monitor it. And I also want to set up Grafana for shared monitoring. So for this, I'm going to use Lantern server because it's the most stable, I would say, like memory and other stuff, until we don't have a separate observability server. So, and I also want to try logs with Grafana Logi, so also clients can see their logs, and it will just speed up the investigating the issues. Like every client can do this.
Yeah,
And
I think that would be a nice idea to set up the Loki, and once you have set it up, basically share the logging
yes,
details with the people who are working on the DevNet debugging.
Yes, that would be my next step after running the DevNet one, and then I can work on different scenarios. Oh, sorry. Syncing scenarios like when we lose one client or two clients or etc. How syncing is going. So this will also take some time, and I need to brush up metrics repo. Like I have a draft PR for DevNet 2 with PK signatures, aggregated signatures, and I need to brush up buckets as well. Just lack of time. Sorry, but I hope like to by DevNet 2 we will have this. We have
So
also
Chaitanya, when can we have the folk choice visualization PR ready? You said it's ready. I just need to review it.
Yes, it is ready and just needs to be reviewed.
Okay, so Kate, I think we can start using the folk choice visualization as well. So I will review the PR and merge it, and then
this visualization. Will it work only for Zeam client or?
This just basically fetches the history from Zeam, and then but it also shows any orphans. But post pruning, it just shows you the last finalized, and so it's also lighter on system now since pruning has been introduced. It shows you the latest justified, last finalized, and everything in between.
yeah. So to answer Katya's question, I think yes. So only Zeam will show it because, but other clients can also integrate with it if they have implemented the API that we have, right, Chaitanya?
Sorry, come again. I lost you.
So you need to just Prometheus needs to be responded with an API of the fork choice dump, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. And that Prometheus as well as sample Grafana dashboard is already in Zeam dashboards.
So Katya, yes, it will work with Zeam for now only because, but other clients can also implement this particular API and they should be able to serve this dashboard.
Yeah, okay, we'll see how it works. So my final goal, I was thinking about like adjusting link quick start, for example, adding Dora or similar or from Ream, just to have it on the link quick start as well. But if it will work well, we'll see. Like on the Grafana side, maybe we will leave it like this.
So we might not need Dora, but what we might not need is basically wherever there's Zato pipeline and that Zato pipeline serving this data to the Grafana visualization, right? Right, Chaitanya? That can happen, right?
Yep.
So if you can look at the Zato pipeline, because Zato pipeline will give us the overview of what the entire network is. Right now, the network is whatever this folk choice visualization in Grafana will come, it will come from a peer, right? And so it's a peer view, but we want a network-wide view, and for that, we basically needs to integrate the Zato pipeline.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
So
I think
can you
that's
look into Zato pipeline? Because I think it's time that all clients should start implementing it. I think what we need to implement is we need to implement the events for it. Zeam has events API, but not other clients might not have it. So if you can look at the this Zato pipeline thing and tell us what exactly does it need for it to work.
okay. We'll do this. I didn't have a look into that, but yeah, we'll do it.
All right, cool. Thanks,
So
Katya.
the first step can be just like integrate this Grafana dashboard and see how it works, like, and then reach out to other clients. Like here we have this one. Let's join us, because anyways, for any tooling like Dora or Grafana, etc., I guess we need API for this. Like,
Yeah, so go through our PR that Chaitanya has put up for it, so that you are more familiar with what this visualization does and how it's implemented. And that is something that you can propose to other clients as well. So let's
yes.
get this working through Zeam, and then let's get this working through other clients, and then we can see how we can get a network-wide view of
Okay.
all the
Okay.
kinds.
Chat, and could you please share the PR in the chat with this?
Sure.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess that's it for me. A lot of work to do, but yeah.
So Partha, I have seen the Katya has put up the PR for clean data in the Ansible. So have you looked
Yeah.
at the?
I am looking as we speak. There's a couple of things I'd like to test. I was discussing with Katya on this. The way Lean Quick Starts on Ansible mode works is it generates the Genesis file locally and then copies only the synced, or rather there's an rsync basically of only the amended files to the remote server. So I'm not yet sure if this clean data PR would work as it is. It might require some additional changes. Katya, I wanted to check if you have tested it.
Yeah, I've tested it with these scenarios I mentioned in the PR, like with
Right.
tag, with playbooks. The only thing I had to add locally tags for deploy nodes, so I didn't add it into the PR because with tags, but it seems like it's another issue. Like without tags, deploy nodes didn't work. I also noticed one thing when I tested clean data. When I tried to deploy one node, I played with Lighthouse. So I tested it for Lighthouse. When I deployed Lighthouse and clean data for it, and I chose nodes, like flag nodes with Lighthouse. Anyway, in this case, all the keys are regenerated and copied to the server. So it means they are the keys replaced by the new ones, even if I deploy one node. So it's good that it's nothing serious currently on the servers, but I don't know. I'm not sure it should work like this.
Yeah,
so maybe
I'll take a look. Maybe create a PR, only update the necessary server that is required rather than everything else.
yes, I think it should be just separate
Yeah.
PR for this. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, so Katya,
I'm-
please put up the PRs and Partha review them and merge them, I guess.
Sure, we'll do that.
yeah, we'll discuss it. Yeah, how to do it better, and yeah, we'll fix this. Yeah, I guess
Right,
that's it from my side.
thanks, Katya. So Partha, yeah, we can move to you.
So yeah, before I was away on vacation, I was looking at an out of memory issue that we experienced with Zeam. I think the pruning PR may have solved it, but we ran into a heap corruption issue, but I've not seen that after that. Since I've been back, I've been looking at Katya's PR to Lean Quick Start, and I've also, I will hope to open a draft PR on the serving the checkpoint finalized state. I have that ready. I'm still testing a couple of scenarios. Gajendra, for your information, I'm just assuming the endpoint to be lean slash state slash finalized, because there is no a spec for this, but I'm hoping that's what the spec would decide as well. So hopefully later today or early tomorrow, I'll send you the PR once I've tested how it's
So
functioning.
we have some APIs that we already provided for, with the visualization tool that Dream was working, so that they can. So we already have that. What are the routes on that? Can you tell me if you remember them? I think Mercy worked on it. So what are the routes that we have on them?
The API you're talking about, I don't think it's ready. The one for the visualization tool they were building one certain time.
No. So did you not implement the API? I thought we implemented the API.
No, I don't like. I need to check.
To serve the blocks, right?
Let
All
me
right.
check on the box. Yeah.
Okay. Check and update us on the Zeam community channel. Okay, Partha. So yeah, for now, I guess that route is fine. And yeah, when do I hope to see the PR?
Later today or early tomorrow morning, Gajendra. I'm just running some tests locally. I've been running into issues with when I'm testing it via Docker or Lean Quick Start. As a binary, it seems to work, but just need to sort out that teething issue, and then I'll let you know. I don't want the problem to present itself when we deploy. I'll fix it rather. I'll rather fix it now than later. So hopefully tomorrow morning you should see the PR.
Got it. All right. Mercy.
Okay. Last week I've been working on writing tests and which involve rebase tests for node weights and attestation, and also tests for fork choice with mock tree, fox, miss slot, and then offense. And also I'm working on a PR to add a CI workflow to link quick start because we don't have any workflow to check for lints, any syntax check, and top lane log, and then for Ansible dry run also. I'm trying to add a test for the playbooks without executing it actually. And then an integration test to verify that node actually spins up in the container. I'll push the PR by the end of today and then get feedback.
Got it. But you already were working on Lean Quick Start integration, but I think you abandoned it before, right?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
So you already were working on Lean Quick Start integration, but that PR went nowhere.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to like test some other things and I'll push the PR. I already have the code written out. I just need to push it out.
Got it. And so once you do that, and I then want you to work on basically. So right now in the Beam sim, we only run two nodes, and then I want you to, once Anshul's block syncing PR is done, then I want you to also start the third node, but after the finalization is done, till it catches up to the head. So all the three nodes are up in the sync. So you get the issue? You get the thing that I want you to do next?
Yeah, I think I was assigned the issue.
What was the issue? I don't think this. Do we have an issue created for this?
Yeah, I created the issue because you mentioned it in my PR earlier. So I
Okay.
created this issue and I have like referenced your comment that you made in there, but I didn't specify like we should create a third third node after some time after the finalization occurs and see if it syncs properly.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
see your issue item is 460. So can you update the issue so that we have this
Yeah,
new understanding there?
yeah, sure, I'll do that.
okay.
All right. Thanks, Mercy. And I've been looking at the PRs and the spec PRs so that we are on track. And that is my update. So now looking at, yes, Katya.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. You can finish just with your updates.
Yeah, I'm mostly done. So what is it that one you wanted to say?
Yeah, I forgot to ask about the Genesis anchor block. The one finding I had during the DevNet 1 was like mostly the clients start from the Genesis block and they have the head block and they also copied it to finalized and justified. But for example, Ream, it puts zeros in the justified and finalized block. And later, Lantern got this like attestation for this block and had an error like the target and source can't be zero, and this led to failings. So I wonder, should it be the anchor block when we start or Genesis, or because I
So yeah. So basically, so when you start, Genesis is the anchor block, and so it should be Genesis, right? So that is definitely the latest justified and finalized. So maybe team should update their code, but as such, I don't think that it should fail, right? Uh, Things generally proceed post one's round of.
Yeah, so in the specs, I found two places. One about the Genesis, and it says like that just defined and finalized should be 0, and another one for uh, I don't know, maybe it's in fork choice. I can share it later. It was like from checkpoint. So there are two controversial places, and yeah,
Okay,
I
so
was
can you
confused about
share
this.
me the link so that maybe we can
Yeah,
update there so and have a consistency all around?
yes, yeah, I will share it in the chat.
Thanks. So with regard to DevNet 2, once so until we are ready to merge Kai's PR, so you have reviewed it.
Yeah, I have reviewed it. I have put up 3, 4 comments, but they are also like nothing majors there. You can skip those as well.
So okay, then I will review that PR once more, and but before we merge it, we want Katya to cut a release, and before that, should I will also look at Chaitanya's folk choice PR and see if we can merge in so that Katya can also use that particular thing. Katya, can you also review Chaitanya's folk choice PR in the meantime and tell me when you are done so that we can merge in before you cut a release to try the new images?
Yes, okay.
All right. And then until when, so in the meantime, I think those PRs will stay open. So can you build the follow PR on top of the branch that Kai is already has put up the PR for?
Yep. I'll
I
do
think
that.
new spec fresh is the branch name that Kai
Yeah,
has
yeah.
used.
I cloned it locally because I was reviewing it.
All right, cool. So yeah, so when can I see the follow PR on this?
Mhm. I'll update you async, but uh, I guess it shouldn't take me more than 2 days, 2 to 3 days. But I'll update you async.
Got it. And what are you currently working on?
So yeah, this is one thing. Another thing is that I need to update the syncing PR to include latest finalizations from the DB.
Okay, that PR I will see tonight, right?
Yep,
All right. So once that PR is done, then just bring up this PR.
sure.
All right, cool. So if that PR comes up tonight, and if we can try to merge it, maybe Katya will be able to use it as well. So Katya, maybe we should try to cut release tomorrow.
Okay.
Mercy, yes, tell me.
I want to ask, should I update hash sync CLI to use the latest commit hash?
Uh, so are there any changes out there?
Yeah, there's been some changes, so I'm trying to understand if I can go ahead and use the latest commits.
So what are the changes? What are the commits? If they are
Um,
if they are just code changes, then it's fine. But if they are feature changes that affects the keys and all everything, then no. So what are the changes? Are they just code efficiency changes or what?
there was a test, Benedict, I've forgotten the details, he added. I need to look for the peer and share.
Okay, so can you look at the diff and tell me what the diff is? Is there any material change? If there is no material change, we can just update it. Yes. And going for the next event, I think Kamil is sort of so basically Kamil needs to come up with the PR to basically have the aggregator role, and we'll basically wait for his PR to review and then follow up with it. What else is out there? Is there anything else out there that we need to discuss? All right, sounds good. We are also over time, so I think we can wrap this up. Thanks everyone for coming to this call. We'll see you on 16th Friday, same time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.